Nathan sat nervously in the waiting room, fidgeting with his fingers. He hadn't been in a room like this in years, sterile, white, and full of anxiety-inducing silence. He looked around and saw that he was surrounded by others who were equally as anxious. They were all here for the same reason: second chances. Nathan had been a drug addict for the better part of his life. He had lost everything because of his addiction: his job, his home, and most importantly, his family. But that was all in the past now. After months of rehab and therapy, Nathan had finally gotten clean and was ready to start over. He had heard about this job opening through his counselor at the rehab center. It was a chance for him to get back on his feet, to earn an honest living, and to prove to his family that he was a changed man. Nathan had been nervous about applying, knowing that his past might come back to haunt him. But he had nothing left to lose, and everything to gain. When it was finally his turn, Nathan entered the interview room with his head held high. The interviewer, a middle-aged woman with kind eyes, greeted him with a warm smile. "Hello, Nathan. It's great to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?" Nathan took a deep breath and began to talk about his past, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He talked about his addiction, his failures, and the pain he had caused his loved ones. But he also talked about his determination to change, his hard work in rehab, and his dreams for the future. As he spoke, Nathan could see the interviewer's expression softening. She seemed to understand the struggle he had gone through and the effort he was putting in to overcome it. When he finished, she looked at him with a smile. "Thank you for sharing your story with me, Nathan. It takes a lot of courage to do what you've done. I believe you have the potential to be a great asset to our team." Nathan's heart soared. He had never heard such kind words in a long time. He left the interview feeling like a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. He knew that even if he didn't get the job, he had come a long way from where he had started. A few days later, Nathan got the call. He had been hired. Nathan was elated. He had never felt so happy and excited in his life. For the first time in years, he had a job, a purpose, and a chance to make things right. He knew that it wasn't going to be easy, but he was ready for the challenge. He was determined to work hard, to prove himself, and to make a difference. Over the next few weeks, Nathan threw himself into his work. He showed up early, stayed late, and gave everything he had. He was a quick learner and soon became an invaluable member of the team. He worked closely with his colleagues, always eager to help and learn from them. As he settled into his new routine, Nathan started to rebuild his relationships with his family. He called them regularly, visited them on weekends, and shared with them his progress at work. It wasn't easy, but he knew that it was worth it.